Let's go ahead and start round number one. We're talking the Youngsters Aftermath, Illegal, the Untold Truth. Let's go ahead and start off. It's going to be a good one. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Mr. September 71 in there. DJ Hoba, that good hip-hop last Friday. DJ Hoba definitely put it down. Always catch him on Twitch as well. You know what I'm saying? Dropping some dope live DJing, you know, for everybody that loves to tune in, stay in tune with us. Let's go ahead and get started. Yo, these kids just put it down. Like I said, I think y'all need a refresher. Let's talk about some of the big records. Let's talk about the ones we recognize. Let's talk about the ones that we finally started to take them serious. No disrespect, but when I heard this joint right here, I knew things were a little different from the last time we heard these guys. Let's talk about the Youngsters with their first single off the Aftermath, that CREWZ Pop featuring Trench. We're going by nature.
I hate a cash, but a freak, cause I got beef with white sheets. I'm leaving school styles alone, and plus I won't break my heart, they dump it, but I'll keep the hoochie coochies comfy. I have a honeycomb hideout, slides out, so honey, you can come with all my odds out. I pray for the jump, but it bumps me, or plays me like I'm supposed to jump, you want me. It's the mother number one, the funky youngsters. It's the mother number one, the funky youngsters. It's the mother number one, the funky youngsters. Cause we can flip, flap, fast and slow. Show me like that, ain't boogie word for a fact. Pick the stick on the camel with four backs. But you can't break the back, here's a strong gal plus. I bet you didn't know they always drink the milk now.
That's a very paused line today, but shout out to the Youngsters. He was trying to say that, listen, we're getting older, you know what I'm saying? And this song kind of proved that, you know what I'm saying? Fire track, says production by Naughty by Nature. I gotta go ahead and assume that's KG.
Right,
Treasure.
of course.
On the hook with his pen all over the verses. If you know, you know. Makes pretty much a lot of sense. Shout out to the Spartacus in the building. Spartacus, we're talking the Youngsters versus Illegal. We're talking CREWZ Pop, that first single, that gem, as we all know. Had a little video too. Let's not forget that video was kind of you know what I'm saying? To go up against a gem, a fire song, first single off that Illegal, the Untold Truth. Let's talk about Head of Gut.
It's the motherfucking 1993 illegals in the motherfucking house.
Eric Sermon on the beat.
Motherfucking ground. Head a cut, where you want it, head a cut. Pop, pop, head a cut, where you want it, head a cut. Pop, pop, head a cut, where you want it, head a cut. Pop, pop, I know what you want it, where you want it, head a cut. That's a go rip shit. Niggas wanna talk shit, but it's a clip. That goes up in the 9 and double lip, bitch. So if you really wanna throw niggas up a bed, I got a new tune, nigga, boom, now you're out of here. I may be young, but I'm quick to smoke a nigga. You wanna play me, DJ, while you're walking with the joker, nigga. Ain't come on so sickly hard, what you want, nut? I pop your ass and then I ask you hit a cut. I'm 14 with the wisdom on my back, too. Breaking it down to make my parties all the way up to the roof. And don't mistake me for a punk to do your lunch. Money got my juice in a hot seat, punch what you want, nigga. How the heck you figure with your super wax style? That you can put my trigger, nigga, to miss me up, G. But give you the audacity to try to fuck around. I smoke that ass, T.I. Head a cut, where you want it, head a cut. Pop, pop, head a cut, where you want it, head a cut. Pop, pop, head a cut, where you want it, head a cut. I know how you want it, wish you want it, if you want it, head a cut. It's best to keep your mouth shut, I on your body over. I put it in your fucking foot. Yeah, I'm here and I'm ready to attack. Mess around and get a pop in the head, up in the ass. You walk towards the truck, the right stop.
I gotta stop this immediately. Too much pause. Too much pause. Oh, Malik, what's going on? Even back then, it was too much pause. Oh my, it was a lot.
Can't culture yet.
Oh, I keep forgetting I'm not on Spotify with the Illegal. I gotta hit the YouTube. But damn, minus a couple of lines. What a fire ass track. Again, Eric Sermon on the beat.
It's very fitting because that song was actually a diss for Crisscross and the Youngsters.
Yeah,
Speak on that. Yes. Well, I mean,
I don't know if they had beef. I think Illegal
the
was just
the industry
Illegal was just setting it on every kid MC other than them.
Right.
Even Chi Ali catches it. Pause. Like I said, there's a bunch of rappers that they go at. Even
Another Bad Creation, The Family.
No. They didn't go against Another Bad Creation. They were actually label.
Yes, they did. On that album.
No, they were label mates. Another Bad Creation was by Dallas Austin. No, Another Bad Creation was created by Dallas Austin. They were on Rowdy. And so, well, actually, they weren't on Rowdy. They were Biv. But they were created by Dallas Austin on the musical side. Like Dallas Austin did all the beats for Aisha, for At the Playground, and they shot out ABC. They actually stood up ABC because ABC had a beef with Crisscross. This is what my research brought me to today. So there was a beef between Crisscross and ABC. This was the rap side of Rowdy kind of stepping up, going like, we got this, like, and shit on Crisscross. And they also said that shots at Chia Lee. They also said shots at, I don't know if you guys remember the family.
The family, yeah.
Yeah.
They shots at the family. So it's again what Hobo meant. They came in just trying to just basically shoot at everybody.
They did Roxanne Shante, Big Mama. Just shot.
They did a Roxanne. They did a 50 Cent. Okay, this is not a unused tactic again, and it worked. So again, it made noise. Those are the two tracks we're talking about right now, respectfully. Everybody in the chat room. I don't know if Nerd Chris is in the building yet, but if we can get the poll up for the voting, let's talk about it. We are talking first singles, respectfully, off of each record. The Youngsters, The Aftermath, presenting CREWZ Pop featuring Tretch. Production by Naughty by Nature. Again, I assumed Scan. What's his name again? I'm sorry.
KG.
KG.
KG, yeah.
On the production side, with Head or Gut from the Illegal, The Untold Truth, produced by Eric Sermon. Everybody, chat room, let me know. Everybody in the comment section on YouTube, who do you got?
Yo, I'm gonna go with I'm going with Illegal, mainly because of the consistency of flow over that beat. You know what I mean? And consistency of flow over in their album. But I like the way that this one rocks better. I do appreciate how natural. I felt like they weren't being forced to be sounding like grown men on this record.
Agreed.
It's funny you said that. I feel like both teams feel like they've been forced to act like grown. Like, I don't know. We was in the era of just all this yelling. Everybody just puffing their chests for no reason.
There was a lot of yelling.
You know how I feel about the yelling, Triple C. And it's funny that you said that, because I felt like the Youngsters were doing it.
They both respectfully.
I was never really a fan of the Youngsters, man, because I always felt like they were trying to be like Onyx, or like they were trying to be like MOP. Like they were trying to be something to me that they weren't. Like,
how about they were out before them though?
Yeah.
They were out before Onyx?
I think their first album came out in '92.
Funky for the Youngsters, I believe, was 91, 92.
And the single might have dropped, the single don't drop the same time as the album, so the album might have came out even before that. So,
question: who did that beat for that you played? Was it Eric Sherman did that beat?
Eric Sermon,
yeah. Depends which group you're talking about, but yeah, Eric Sermon on the production for Illegal, yes, sir.
So is that why Ike picked that song? I don't know, Ike. Is that?
Brentwood, L.I. all day. Shout out to my man Boogie Man. Okay. Shout out to my man D. You know what I mean? Shout out to Top 5. Shout out to the whole Death Squad.
I have to ask the question real quick, only because a lot of people were chiming in. So first one to chime was DJ Hobo. So Hobo, I assume you're agreeing with Ike, and you are voting yes for Head or Gut.
I am voting yes for Head or Gut.
And then it was Triple C. You chimed in saying you didn't feel the same way. So am I to assume that you were going with CREWZ Pop?
Of course.
Okay. Anything you want to elaborate, or can we move on? What do you think?
Yo, that beat is just insane. They kill that beat. But actually,
that thing is crazy. Scan. What are we thinking here?
Youngsters for me, man.
Ooh, snaps.
I think what it is. I think listening to both these albums, right? I think the lyrics on both records are good, and I think Illegal, little Malik, maybe his pen game may be a little bit better. But I think just for this song, for these two songs in particular, I think the beat is a little bit more melodic and a little bit better for CREWZ Pop, in my opinion. I think it's a good Eric Sherman beat, but that's not his top-notch beat, in my opinion. So
fair enough. I mean, again, CREWZ Pop got a lot of love on the box.
He got a lot of love.
But is that a top-notch KG beat?
Sir, your argument will not work in reverse, sir. Sir, your argument will not work in reverse, sir. I said the beat is still, it may not be top-notch KG, but it's still better than the Eric Sherman beat.
I'm just trying to understand the logic. Trying to understand the logic.
I mean, like fork down. He's about to put that fork down.
You first said that it's the New York water, but you voted somebody from Philly. I don't understand. Over the battle is New York.
The group is from Philly. I can't vote for Wu-Tang. They're from Philly.
Jamal and Little Malik are from New York.
No, they're not.
Oh,
They're from New York.
Philly. Jamal's from Philly.
Jamal's from Philly.
Jamal's not from Philly. Little Malik is from Philly, and Jamal's actually from South Carolina. They basically came ways into the game via Left Eye, and then a bunch of other connections all the way from Naughty.
Yo, you saw a hobo. He tried to put them in Queens randomly. Like randomly, trying to put them in New York and Queens. Like I see your tactic tonight, bro. I see it.
He was trying. He tried to throw a little slut. He tried to throw a little dirt on the name. I ain't gonna lie. He tried to throw a little dirt on the name.
Yo, listen, he was so nonchalant about it.
Hey, maybe I'm just finally following suit. You guys try to put everybody in Queens on the daily.
No. I just so happens most of the.
I mean, tell me where I'm wrong.
Hey,
it just so happens that most of the dope music we speak about happens to just end up being 6 degrees of separation, or if not just 1 degree because it's that fire of Queens, and it just comes
got it.
Queens all the time.
Yo, listen.
South Carolina, Jamaica, Queens. Got it.
Put it like this. Let's just say illegals from Virginia, hobo. Does that make you feel any better?
Does it make you feel better?
Who agrees? With that being said, I need to get your vote real quick. We're talking to youngsters. We're talking illegal. We're talking CREWZ Pop versus Head or Gut, produced by Erick Sermon. Who do you got?
CREWZ Pop, man.
You're going CREWZ Pop?
Yep.
Oh, snap.
It's a dope song.
The
Dope
room
video.
was currently divided up until that very point. Cool Breeze's vote would have actually set the tone for the first round to be over. But at the last minute, we have a brand new entry. At the very end of round number 1, we got the good Reverend Doctor stepping into the room. Good Rev, what is up, sir?
What's really good, yo?
Hey, you
What
back,
up, Rev?
Sir. Listen, man. 2 questions for you. We're going to go through the first one pretty fast, and then you can dissect the second. We're talking to youngsters. The Aftermath 1993 second album from them versus Illegal, The Untold Truth, the only album from them. Who do you got for this battle?
I got the youngsters, yo. Even though Illegal had the red tape, you know what I'm saying? That was fire. But
you had mentioned this in another show. For those who not remember, for those who weren't into that episode, the Good Rev said Illegal was probably one of the first groups in the game, period, to put out the first color tape, and it was probably red, he said.
It was red. I have it.
There you go. There you go.
It was them, Master
1993.
Yeah, Master Ace put out the yellow tape the same year, and then Redman put out a red tape the following year.
Makes sense with that, obviously. But fire.
Right.
Looks like Rowdy Records, Arista was doing their thing, paying attention to the streets. You know what I'm saying? The cats wanted something different. Now, Good Rev, you didn't get to hear the beginning of each of round number 1 as far as the songs that were being played, but you know that you're a hip hop connoisseur.
I know both those records very well.
Of course you do. I expected nothing less. So when it comes down to CREWZ Pop versus Head or Gut, who do you got?
Illegal doesn't have a song better than CREWZ Pop.
X-Lax has entered the chat, my brother.
They don't have a song better than CREWZ Pop. I mean, CREWZ Pop is a long ways from past the mic. So when Tretch is your pen, you can't lose. So I'm going with the CREWZ Pop.
Good point. The
Rev has stepped into the building. He has shook the building as usual. He let the vote at the last minute, right when we was about to basically say nobody else can get on the boat. He jumped onto the ferry, made the ferry at the last second. You know what I'm saying? And here we are wrapping up round number 1. We're talking CREWZ Pop versus Head or Gut. Respectfully, Naughty by Nature, KG. But Naughty by Nature because Tretch is on the track as well, up against Head or Gut featuring Erick Sermon on the beats. And it looks like while there was not a one-sided event, there was votes on each side of the room. There was more people voting for CREWZ Pop on round number 1. So give it up one time. CREWZ Pop gets round number 1. Officially on the board with the youngsters. Oh, man.